Hello students, welcome to our today lecture. In our today lecture, we shall be checking the random effect and fixed effect results. And after that, we will see that out of these results, which one is better. So first of all, we will perform fixed effect, then we will perform random effect, and then at last we will performing Hausman test in order to check that which one of these results are better. So now let's start our today lecture. So first of all, we have to bring our data set from Excel to STATA file. So here is my data that is in Excel file. As you can see, the data start date is from 1980 and its end date is 2017. And the next data set is for the second series, that is India, and the next data set is for third series, which is Sri Lanka. So I have given the series code 1 to Pakistan, 2 to India, and 3 to Sri Lanka. So I have three series in my data set, and these are my variables. Now I have copied my data, and now I will go to STATA, go to data editor tab, then paste your data set here. Here it is asking that either you want to treat first row as variable name. Yes, we are interested in this option, that treat first row as our variable name. So go with this option. So now here you can see that all of our data set is now available in here in STATA file. Now go to statistics, then go to longitudinal and panel data, and here you can see that there are two options for fixed effect, random effect. So before applying fixed effect and random effect, we will apply pooled regression. That is not part of our today discussion, but before applying random effect and fixed effect, it is better that to run a linear regression. So though go with this option, linear regression. Here you have to insert your dependent variable. For example, I have taken GDP as my dependent variable, and independent variables are CPI, FDI, and GCF. So we are done here. So now after selecting the dependent and independent variable, click on OK. So this will gives you the results for uh, pooled regression. But in case of pooled regression, the problem is that there is no individual constant term involved in it. So pooled regression only gives you one constant term, and it does not discriminate between the different series. So as you can see here that GDP is our dependent variable, CPI, FDI, and GCF are our independent variable, and against all these, here are our probability values that tell us that which variable is significant and which variable is not significant. As you can say that CPI probability value is greater than 5%, so it is insignificant. FDI value is also greater than 5%, it is also insignificant. The only significant variable is GCF, as its probability value is less than 0.05. And if you look at the coefficient sign, then it will tell you that which variable are affecting positively to the dependent variable and which variables are affecting negatively to the dependent variable. So out of these three variables, CPI have negative sign. So it means that CPI is negatively related with GDP, and other two variables that are FDI and GCF are positively related with GDP, as their coefficient signs are positive. So this is how you can check that either your variables are positively related with your dependent variable or negatively related with your dependent variable. So now come back to our today topic. As in the beginning of the today's section, we said that today we are going to apply fixed effect and random effect, and then we will see that out of these tests, which one is better for our estimation. So now go to statistics and go to longitudinal and panel data, then go to setup and utilities, and here declare data set to be panel data. As you can see that in Excel file we have our data set in panel form already, so now we have to declare that our data set is panel. So from this option panel ID, as there are three IDs and I have named them series code, so I am going to select this option series code for my panel IDs, and in time variable we have to take year as our time variable, and as my data set is yearly, so I am going with this option of yearly. So now click on OK. So here you can see that it has changed our data to perfectly panel data series, and our data set is totally balanced data, strongly balanced. Basically, when data is strongly balanced, when you have the start and end date of your data set, and and there is no missing value in your data set. So here we have make our data set is panel. So now go to statistics, then go to longitudinal panel, then go to setup, and then go to linear models, then go to linear regression, and select your dependent variable as let's say we are taking GDP as our dependent variable, and independent variables are CPI, FDI, and GCF. And here select fixed effect. First we will apply fixed effect, and then after applying fixed effect we then again apply a random effect, and at the end we will see that which one is better out of random effect and fixed effect. So we are done here. So now click on OK. So this has given us the result for fixed effect. So if you do not want to follow this procedure for applying fixed effect and random effect, then you can simply use this command xtreg, then write your dependent variable first, then type your independent variables, then comma and fe stand for fixed effect, and this will give you the results for fixed effect. So there are two options for obtaining the result of fixed effect and random effect. One is from this tab option, and the second one is the command option. So this is the result for fixed effect. Here the number of observations are 114, number of groups or the number of series are 3, and minimum, average, maximum values. And here you can see that our probability value is less than 0.05, which means that our overall model is good fitted. As we have mentioned all these things in our previous lecture, so we are not going in detail for explaining these results. So here are the dependent variable, which is GDP, and independent variables are CPI, FDI, and GCF. And here you can see that at this particular moment, compared to the previous results of pooled regression, these two variables are showing negative relation with GDP, as their coefficient signs are negative, and GCF coefficient is positive. So it means that out of these three variables, only GCF is positively related with GDP, and CPI and FDI are negatively correlated. Then see that either they are statistically significant or not. For the existence of statistically significant, we will see the probability value. We have to see the probability value. If the probability value is less than 0.05, so it means that particular variable is significant. But as you can see that this variable coefficient probability value is greater than 0.05, that is 28%. So it means that this variable is statistically insignificant. Then came to the next variable, which is FDI. Its probability value is also more than 5%, which means that this variable is also insignificant. The only variable which is significant is GCF, as its probability value is 0.00, which is less than 5%. So when you are doing your research, keep one thing in mind, that you have to compare all of these signs with your theoretical economic theory. As you can see that here CPI is showing negative relation with GDP. So in some cases CPI is positive related, and in some cases CPI is negatively related as well. So there are chances of both of the results. It may be positively related or it may be negatively related. So you have to give the economic theory, or you have to give the history that why there is a positive relationship and why there is a negative relationship. Same goes for GCF. GCF is stand for gross capital formation, and it is showing positive relationship with GDP. So again, for this, you must have a clear idea about that why there is a positive relationship and why there is a negative relationship. So it's up to you and up to your research thesis that what type of hypothesis you have built in your previous chapters, and based on upon these hypotheses you can you can defend your results that why they are positive related and why they are negative related. So we are done here, as we have obtained the results of fixed effect. So now we have to save these results and then we will apply random effect. So go to statistics, go to post estimation, and then go to manage estimation results, then go to store current estimates in memory. So double click on it and here name it as fixed effect, then click on OK. So as you can see that it has stored our fixed effects result. Again, if you do not want to follow this procedure, then you have to simply write the command estimate store fixed, then it will store your fixed effect results in its memory. Now we will apply random effect results. Go to statistics, go to longitudinal panel data series, go to linear model, then go to linear regression and select GLS random effect. As we are going with the same option as we are taking GDP as our dependent variable, CPI and FDI, GCF are our independent variable, then press click on OK. So now here you can see that it has given us the results for random effect. RE stand for random effect. So again, if you do not want to follow this procedure from tab option, then you can simply write the command xtreg, then write your dependent variable first, then write your independent variable, then comma, and type RE. RE stand for random effect, and this will give you the results for your dependent. This will give you the results for random effect results. So as you can see that number of observation, number of groups, minimum, average, maximum values, and here you can see that wall test. It shows that either they all variables are jointly affecting your variables or not. So next come to the here GDP is our dependent variable, CPI, FD and GCF are our independent variable. So here you can see that in when we applied fixed effect, FDI is showing negative relationship, but when we have applied random effect, FDI is showing positive result. So this is the difference, that when you apply random effect and fixed effect, your results changes. Maybe from positive to negative, maybe from significant to insignificant. So we cannot decide at this moment that way out of these tests, random effect or fixed effect, which is appropriate or which is giving us the better results, which results should we include in our estimation. So we now we will again save this results, then go to we have to go to statistics, then go to post estimation, then go to manage estimates results, then go to store current estimate results, then name these results as random effect, then click on OK. So now we have fixed effect result as well, and we have random effect of results as well. So now we have to decide that out of these two model results, which we should include in our results. So for this we have to apply Hausman test, and Hausman test will tell us that either we have to include random effect results or we have to include fixed effects result. So then go to so before applying fixed effect and random effect, we have to make null and alternative hypothesis. So what is the null hypothesis? The null hypothesis is that fixed effect is appropriate. and H1 is random effect is appropriate. So it means that uh, fixed effect is better and H1 is random effect is better. But we cannot decide until we apply Hausman test. So you have to write this null and alternative hypothesis that H naught fixed effect is appropriate and H1 is random effect is appropriate. And if the probability value is less than 0.05, we will reject the null hypothesis. So it means that we have to accept alternative hypothesis. So it means that random effect are more better. So let's see what Hausman test is telling us. So we have to delete this command as it will not giving us the results for. So go to post estimation, go to statistics, then go to post estimation. Okay, sorry, wait a minute. So there is a little bit mistake here. So now it is done here. So now when after you have estimate random effect and fixed effect, and when you store the fixed effect and random effect, then apply Hausman FE, Hausman test in order to check that either uh, random effect is better or fixed effect is better. So the command for applying Hausman test is HA Hausman, FE is for fixed effect and R is for random effect. Then press enter. So here it has given you the result for Hausman test. You have to see the probability value. The probability value is less than 0.05, so you have to reject the null hypothesis. And what was our null hypothesis? That null hypothesis was that fixed effect is better, or H1 is, which was the alternative hypothesis, that random effect is better. So here you can see that our probability value is less than 0.05, so we have to reject the null hypothesis and we have to accept that alternative hypothesis, which means that random effect is better. So you have the result for random effect. So now you can copy all of your random effect results from here, and then you can interpret these results. As you can see that these are your results for random effect, so you have to copy all of these results and then you have to interpret these results according to your research work. And for the justification that why you have taken random effect, the justification is that Hausman test tell us that random effect is giving more better result as compared to the fixed effect.